Did you know the ocean covers 3/4 of the earth? I've sailed the ocean many times. I'm Christopher Columbus, and I've sailed the ocean. I was born in Geneva, Italy, 1451. My real name is Cristoforo Colombo. My parents were talented wool weavers. I had a younger brother named Bartholomew Colombo. I was 10 when I first worked on a ship. Before you start a voyage, you need money from a powerful person such as a queen or king. On May 1st, 1486, I went to Queen Isabella for money. She said no. 2 years later, I asked again. She said no. A war started and lasted 5 years. I was 41, and that's too old to sail. I'm still gonna sail. After the war ended, I asked again, and she said no. So, I was going to France. Soon behind me was Queen Isabella, and she said yes. I was so happy to begin my first voyage. When we packed, we took musks, knives, snars, eggs, milk, fruit, mirrors, maps, meat, and compasses. On August 2nd, 1492, all the men gathered to pray. When we took off, it was exciting. When we found land, I called it San Salvador. After 2 weeks, we went to Japan on October 28th. While we were there, we met some Toronto. They gave us cotton, wooden spears, and parrots. Before we left, we kidnapped some Toronto. Also, we built a fort for men to stay. When we got back to San Salvador, when we got back to Spain, no one has ever seen corn or parrots before. After I was arrested, we went back to San Salvador. We went to see the men, and no one was there. The Toronto brought us troubling news. The men we left fought and all died. Plus, the fort was burnt down. We set sail north of Panama. While we were there, we found some gold. We met some friendly natives, but one day 400 natives showed up with bows and arrows. The fight lasted 3 hours. We won because of our strong weapons. We sailed back to Spain, and by that time, I was too old to sail. When I was 19, the ship I worked on was attacked by French warships. I made it to shore. We set sail on my first voyage on August 3rd, 1492. I set sail to the Caribbean Islands. From there, I went west to Japan. When I set sail on Christmas Eve, we crashed in a coral reef. That's not the Christmas Eve I expected. It took 4 months to reach Cadiz in July 1496. We came to a strong storm and lost the Pinta. We found the Pinta after 2 days. On May 9th, 1502, we set sail again. I was 46 when I started my fourth voyage. In September, I got ill. Eventually, I got better. A hurricane had started. There was only one island in sight, but I was forbidden to set foot on the island because I always ended up going there. We tried to sail to Jamaica. The storm lasted 88 days. We made it to shore, but we were in Nicaragua. Now I'm too old to sail. When we came back, I was old and sick. I was 52 years old. I was in bad health. When we made it to shore, I never saw Queen Isabella again because she died on November 26, 1506. I lost my biggest supporter. On May 20th, 1506, I died, but I'm found alive and I'm worth something to this day.